Welcome back to Coins Hunter USA, the ultimate destination for coin lovers, collectors, and treasure seekers across America. If you're someone who loves uncovering hidden treasures right from your pocket change, then you're in the right place. Every coin tells a story, and today we're diving into one of the most fascinating chapters in U.S. coin history, the State Quarter series. These quarters aren't just pieces of metal, they're tiny works of art, celebrating the beauty, history, and pride of every American state. But what if I told you that some of these state quarters could be worth thousands of dollars today? Yes, you heard that right, the same quarter you might spend on a parking meter could actually be a rare collector's treasure hiding in plain sight. So get ready, because in today's video, we're going to explore one of the most valuable and mysterious state quarters ever released by the United States Mint. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, make sure you watch this video till the end, because this could be the coin that changes the way you look at your pocket change forever. Let's jump right in and uncover the incredible story of the United States of America State Quarter, and find out why this little coin could be worth more than you ever imagined. Top 1 today, we're talking about a coin that has shocked collectors and amazed treasure hunters all around the world, the 2004 Texas State Quarter. This coin isn't just a piece of metal, it's a little piece of American history, a tribute to the Lone Star State, and for a lucky few, it's a life-changing find. Yes, you heard that right. There are rare varieties and minting errors of this coin that have sold for astonishing amounts of money, and one of them could be sitting quietly in your coin jar right now. Let's start with a bit of background. The Texas State Quarter was released in 2004, as part of the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program, one of the most popular coin series ever made. The design captures the heart of Texas, a bold outline of the state, a single shining star symbolizing independence, and the words, "The Lone Star State," proudly displayed. Over 350 million quarters were minted, but here's the thing, only a few of them have that magical combination of errors, condition, and rarity that turns a common coin into a collector's dream. Now, you might be wondering, what kind of errors make this coin special? Let's talk about them. Some Texas quarters were struck slightly off-center, meaning the design is shifted away from its normal position. Even a small shift of 10 to 20% can make these worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Then, there are the double die errors, where letters or parts of the design appear doubled when viewed closely. You can usually spot this around the words, Texas, the Lone Star State, or in the rays around the star point. One of the most fascinating types of errors collectors look for is called a die crack or cut error. This happens when the die, the metal stamp that imprints the coin, begins to wear out or break, leaving raised lines or blobs of extra metal on the coin's surface. These imperfections might look like small scratches or bumps, but they're actually what makes some Texas quarters unique and extremely valuable. There are also clipped planchet errors, where a small part of the coin is missing because the blank wasn't perfectly cut before minting. These quirky mistakes are rare and always catch the eye of serious collectors. Add in a perfect mint state grade from PCGS or NGC, and your 25-cent piece can skyrocket in value. Even the proof versions, those shiny collector's editions struck with mirror-like finishes, are worth paying attention to. Especially the 90% silver-proof Texas quarters from the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S. These were never meant for circulation, but if you come across one in flawless condition, its value can be impressive, and that's before you even consider any minting errors. But what makes the 2004 Texas Quarter so popular isn't just its rarity, it's what it represents. Texas is a state known for its independence, pride, and rich history. The quarter's design perfectly captures that spirit, combining beauty with boldness. For many collectors, this coin feels like holding a symbol of freedom and American heritage right in the palm of your hand. Now, imagine finding one of these coins in perfect condition, with a dramatic mint error or a rare double die strike. The feeling of discovering that kind of treasure in your loose change is priceless. And if you do find the right one, be ready, because its value has been recorded as high as $77,000. Yes, $77,000 for a single quarter. So, before you spend that Texas quarter, take a moment to inspect it carefully. Grab a magnifying glass and look for doubling, cracks, or unusual patterns. You never know what you might find, and one small detail could make a huge difference. Top 2. If you've ever dreamed about finding a valuable coin hiding in your loose change, then you're in for a treat today. Because in this video, we're talking about one of the most beautiful and collectible coins ever made in the United States, the 2000 Virginia State Quarter, a coin that not only celebrates American history but could also be worth a life-changing amount of money. The Virginia State Quarter was released in the year 2000, as part of the famous 50 State Quarters program, one of the most successful coin series in U.S. mint history. This particular design honors the 400th anniversary of the founding of Jamestown, the first permanent English settlement in America, established back in 1607. On the reverse side, you can see three majestic ships, the Susan Constant, Godspeed, and Discovery, sailing across the ocean, symbolizing the bravery and determination of the early explorers who helped shape the future of the nation. But here's where things get really interesting. While millions of these coins were minted, a few special ones contain rare minting errors that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. These are the coins that can transform an ordinary quarter into a rare treasure worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars. Let's explore what makes these Virginia quarters so special. First, there are double die errors, where some of the details on the coin appear slightly doubled. If you look closely under good light or with a magnifying glass, you might see doubling on the lettering, especially around the words, Virginia, Jamestown 1607 to 2007, or on the sails of the ships. These doubled features are caused when the die that strikes the coin shifts slightly during minting, creating two impressions instead of one, and collectors absolutely love these kinds of errors. Another error to look out for is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank isn't perfectly aligned under the die when it's struck. Depending on how far off-center it is, the coin can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The more dramatic the shift, the higher the value, especially if the full date and mint mark are still visible. Then, there are clipped planchet errors, which occur when part of the coin is missing from the edge because the metal blank was improperly cut before minting. These rare errors give the coin a distinct, curved bite mark-like appearance and are highly prized among error coin collectors. And let's not forget die cracks and cut errors, where small breaks in the die cause raised lines or blobs of extra metal on the coin surface. These can appear like scars or raised bumps on the ships or lettering, and believe it or not, these imperfections can significantly raise a coin's value. Another fascinating variety to keep an eye on is the extra sail error, found on a few Virginia quarters where an additional faint sail line appears on one of the ships, an accidental design anomaly that can make your coin much more desirable. But even if your coin doesn't have a visible error, its condition still matters a lot. Coins in mint state or proof condition, meaning they've never been circulated and show no signs of wear, can still fetch premium prices. The San Francisco Mint also struck proof versions of this quarter, both in clad and silver, and collectors are willing to pay a high price for flawless, mirror-like examples graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. Now, what makes the Virginia State Quarter truly special to collectors is not just its design or its rarity, it's the history it represents. Jamestown was the beginning of English America, and this coin tells the story of courage, exploration, and endurance. Holding this coin feels like holding a piece of that remarkable journey, a symbol of adventure and discovery that helped shape the nation we know today, and for those lucky enough to find a rare version, the rewards can be astonishing. Believe it or not, one specific 2000 Virginia State Quarter with a dramatic minting error and perfect condition has been valued at an incredible $62,000. Yes, $62,000. For a single quarter that you could easily mistake for ordinary pocket change. So before you spend that shiny Virginia quarter, take a closer look. Check the details, examine the edges, and study the design under good light. That small piece of metal could be the key to unlocking a collector's dream, or your very own hidden fortune. Top 3. We're diving deep into the fascinating story of the United States of America 2005 West Virginia State Quarter, a coin that not only celebrates American history but also hides incredible secrets that could make it worth far more than just 25 cents. The West Virginia State Quarter was released in 2005 as part of the legendary 50 State Quarters program by the U.S. Mint. It beautifully honors the state's natural beauty and engineering marvel, the New River Gorge Bridge, one of the highest and longest single-span arch bridges in the world. This stunning image on the reverse captures the power of nature and human achievement, showing the bridge gracefully arching across the rugged mountain landscape. But while millions of these quarters were produced, only a few contain mysterious minting errors and rare variations that have made them treasures for collectors around the world. Let's talk about what makes this particular quarter so special and why some examples are worth a small fortune. First, let's start with the design and symbolism. The New River Gorge Bridge isn't just a structure, it's a symbol of strength, connection, and innovation. Its inclusion on the 2005 quarter perfectly represents the spirit of West Virginia, bold, enduring, and proud. But behind this beauty lies a story of minting errors, small imperfections, and unique variations that have turned ordinary coins into rare collectibles. Among the most valuable of these are double die errors, where parts of the design appear doubled due to a slight shift in the die that strikes the coin. If you look closely, you might see faint doubling on the words, West Virginia, New River Gorge, or even on the fine details of the bridge itself. This kind of doubling gives the coin an unmistakable look that collectors immediately recognize, and are willing to pay a premium for. Another sought-after rarity is the off-center strike error. This occurs when the coin blank is not properly centered under the dies during minting, resulting in part of the design being cut off or shifted. The more dramatic the misalignment, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes, especially if the full date and mint mark remain visible. There are also examples of clipped planchet errors, where part of the coin's edge is missing due to the metal sheet being improperly cut before the coin was struck. These rare, bite mark-shaped coins are fascinating and can fetch impressive amounts depending on the size and visibility of the error. Then, there's the die crack or cut error, which happens when the die used to strike the coins develop small fractures or breaks. These flaws result in raised lines, bumps, or blobs of extra metal on the coin's surface. In some cases, collectors have found West Virginia quarters with noticeable cracks running across the bridge design, giving the coin a unique personality and increasing its desirability. But wait, there's more. A few proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, especially those with mirror-like finishes, are highly prized when found in flawless condition. These are usually sold in collector's sets, but occasionally, one finds its way into circulation, and if you're lucky enough to spot one, you've hit a mini jackpot. Even coins without visible errors can still be worth a lot if they are in mint state condition, graded MS68 or higher by professional services such as PCGS or NGC. These coins look almost untouched, with perfect luster, sharp details, and no visible scratches. Serious collectors pay top dollar for pristine examples that preserve the coin's full beauty and craftsmanship. What makes the 2005 West Virginia quarter truly stand out is how it captures both history and artistry. Every time you hold this coin, you're holding a symbol of America's progress, a bridge not only across the New River Gorge but across time itself, connecting the nation's rich past with its bright future. So, before you spend your West Virginia quarter, take a few extra seconds to look closely. Examine the lettering, the arches of the bridge, the edges, and every tiny detail. You might be holding one of the rarest and most valuable quarters in the entire state quarter collection, because believe it or not, one of these rare West Virginia state quarters, featuring a unique minting error and preserved in stunning condition, has been valued at an incredible $53,000. Yes, you heard that right, $53,000 for a single quarter that could be hiding in your pocket change right now. So, coin hunters, check your jars, wallets, and rolls of quarters. You never know what hidden treasures are waiting for you. Top 4. If you've ever wondered whether a simple quarter in your pocket could be worth a life-changing amount of money, today's story will leave you amazed. Because in this video, we're talking about one of the most talked about and mysterious coins ever, the United States of America 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter, a coin that has shocked collectors worldwide with its unbelievable value and fascinating minting secrets. Now, the 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter is one of the most iconic coins in the 50 State Quarters program, a series that celebrated every U.S. state with unique designs from 1999 to 2008. The Wisconsin Quarter's design proudly features a cow, a wheel of cheese, and an ear of corn, representing the state's rich agricultural heritage. It looks simple, right? But behind this friendly farm scene lies one of the most incredible and valuable coin stories in modern U.S. history. Here's where things get interesting, and where collectors start getting excited. Some versions of this 2004 Wisconsin quarter contain one of the most famous minting errors ever discovered. Known as the extra leaf error, this mistake appears right on the corn husk in the coin's design. Normally, the corn on the quarter has one clean leaf, but in some coins, there's an extra leaf, and not just one type, but two distinct varieties, the extra high leaf and the extra low leaf. Let's break that down. On the extra high leaf variety, the additional leaf sticks out high on the left side of the corn. On the extra low leaf, it appears closer to the bottom of the husk. These leaves weren't supposed to be there, they were caused by die gouges or accidental marks made during the minting process. But these small errors made a massive difference in the coin's value. When collectors first discovered these extra leaf varieties, the coin world went wild. People started checking their change like never before. Banks were flooded with requests for 2004 Wisconsin quarters, and collectors everywhere started searching through rolls, hoping to find one of these elusive varieties. What makes it even more exciting is that these errors were found primarily among quarters minted at the Denver Mint, meaning they bear the D mint mark, so if you spot that letter, look extra closely. Now, why are these coins so valuable? It's all about rarity, condition, and the story behind the error. The US Mint never officially confirmed how or why these extra leaves appeared, which adds a layer of mystery that collectors love. Were they an accident? Or did someone in the Mint deliberately create them? We may never know, but what we do know is that these unique coins are considered modern-day treasures. For collectors, finding one of these quarters in mint condition, meaning it hasn't been scratched, worn down, or circulated much, is like striking gold. Quarters with sharp details, clean surfaces, and brilliant luster can fetch premium prices, especially if they've been professionally graded as MS66 or higher by services like PCGS or NGC. Beyond the famous extra leaf varieties, there are other errors that make the 2004 Wisconsin quarter even more interesting. Some have been found with die cracks, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets, all of which increase their rarity and value. A dramatic off-center strike, for example, can easily raise the coin's worth into the hundreds, or even thousands, depending on the visibility of the design and date. What's truly amazing about the Wisconsin quarter is that it's a perfect mix of history, mystery, and money. It's a modern coin that proved even in the 21st century, treasures still exist in plain sight. Think about it, a single quarter, something most people don't even think twice about, could be worth more than a luxury car. Every collector knows the thrill of discovery, that heartbeat moment when you flip a coin and spot something unusual. Maybe it's a slight extra line on the corn husk, a strange shadow, or an unfamiliar shine. And that's what keeps this hobby alive, the possibility that your next coin could be the one that changes everything. So, before you spend that 2004 Wisconsin state quarter, stop and take a closer look. Examine the corn husk carefully. Is there an extra leaf? Does something seem different about the design? Because one small detail could turn your ordinary quarter into a collector's dream, and believe it or not, a rare 2004 Wisconsin state quarter featuring one of these special, extra leaf errors has been valued at an astonishing $56,000. Yes, you heard that right, $56,000 for a single 25-cent coin, so, don't underestimate the power of your pocket change. Your next trip to the grocery store or that handful of quarters in your car could be hiding a small piece of American history, and a big financial surprise. Thanks for watching Coins Hunter USA, where we uncover the most fascinating stories behind US coins. If you love learning about rare and valuable coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss another amazing discovery. Who knows, your next quarter might just be worth $56,000.